I can see at the top there, 15 people are watching from your page.
Okay, excellent. All right. So actually last week, if you remember, let me bring up the camera. Oh, it's wonderful. Thank you.
Hi,
Let me know how it goes, Connie. Maybe you can even send me a picture on Instagram. I'd love to see when you guys share all your stuff. It's so inspiring. So, little camera dance. Okay, there. All right. So last week, or was it last week?
It was.
Yeah. So I did these Santas, and this is a cupcake. And I was talking about doing a tree, and then I decided not to do it. And then you guys or somebody suggested that I should do the tree. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be using the same color. This is a standard cupcake color. I think it's a Wilton shape. It's very universal. Like you can use this for pretty much anything. And it also ships really well. Okay. So I'm going to be using, this is like brownish color to decorate the bottom first. So I'm making basically kind of like a flower pot.
You use this when you did the baskets of apples.
Yes, I don't know. Like I've been on a cupcake kick lately.
It's your candy corn.
I don't know if it's my candy corn, but it is like it's like we have thousand. I don't know how many cutters you have, but I have probably 1,000 cutters, and I just sorted them again, and it's all organized. And I'm always like, oh, I have this. This is
cutters you have?
About 1,000, I think. And I'm always like, oh, this is great. I forgot I have this, and then yet I will always reach for the
one on the top?
the evergreens, like some of them I forgot I have. Yeah, so, but it's always fun, to find new cutters. All right, so that's the first step. Then you have to let it crust, and then second step, this is crusted or almost dry. So we're going to do the white part. So that's the top. So I'm going to do. I would try adding like teaspoon of milk. That's unusual because that dough is pretty wet usually, unless you add a little too much flour. But I would try a little bit of milk, and it should help. Hello, Victoria. So now I'm using white, and this is also about 15 second consistency for icing. It basically means that when you thin your royal icing with water, and then you pull up icing from the bowl with the spatula or a spoon, and you let it fall back into the bowl, it will kind of become blended with the rest of the icing in about 15 seconds. Or you can make a line in the icing, and that line will disappear in about 15 seconds.
So is everybody ready for the festivities it'll be here, in a flash, Christmas?
Yes, but I also wonder if anyone who is watching is celebrating St. Nicholas Day, which was just recently, actually. St. Nicholas Day on the 5th of December. I mean, countries can have probably different dates, but on the 5th of December, we would clean our boots, and we would put them by the door, and we would then in the morning, the Saint Nicholas would be going at night with the devil, because if you were not a good kid, you would get coal in your boots, coal and a wooden to beat you, to actually give you some.
Oh my, that's a little bit.
Yes, well, when I was a kid, I never got the wooden thing, but I got the coal along with, and you would get candies and treats, usually, things like that. So now I'm going to create another layer here at the top, like the flower pot.
Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph. So you don't have, it's a lovely tradition.
Yes,
Tell
well,
me.
I think that, in North America, it's gotten a little bit over commercialized to a degree. It's about, it's nice to stick with like the older traditions.
No, I loved it as a kid. It was really fun, and the kids like it also now. I mean, um, it's like a pre-sent, like pre-Santa.
Oh,
pre-Christmas.
pre-Santa, yes. Well, it's
So
like
the
an
bottom,
advent calendar, kind of.
yes. So the bottom. Oh no, we have. So the bottom, I decided to decorate. Now I don't have it here on me, but you know the baker's twine. I love baker's twine, and I love wrapping gifts in it. So I decided. I know this is probably not something that you would see anywhere, but I decided to create the baker's twine. So to do that, I'm just using white royal icing, and I'm just going to pipe lines, across, as if you were to like wrap the bottom with
Oh,
it.
here, Han, I have a question. Tell us what you guys asked Santa for Christmas. What's your number one that you want to get for Christmas?
Doesn't Germany have a Christmas devil? Well, I guess it's the well, like I said, it's a Saint Nicholas, and he goes with the devil. If you were a good person, you will get just the treats from the Saint Nicholas. But if you were not, you will get coal. And so, what is it that you really want from Santa this year?
What I want, my husband keeps on asking me. I didn't give him very many ideas this year. I have to say, I don't know that I want a thing. I'd really like life to, it'll never go back to the way it was realistically, but I'd like that we could just move forward with where we're at. Like now we're still like not my daughter doesn't go to school and stuff, so I just like to be able to move forward in the direction we're going and like establish a new normal. It's not normal to be locked in your house for 2 years.
Yes. My husband is home from. No, Victoria wishes for her husband to be home from deployment.
Well, I
Well,
hope he does. Can
yes,
he? Is that a possibility? Let's hope he can and will.
yes. Congrats on the website, Joseph. Orders for my new cookie business. Wow, that's great. I
That
mean,
would be
congrats on the cookie business. Okay, so now I'm going to create the um, basket weave. Basket weave. Baker's twine. You know, they come in different colors, but most commonly you will see them red. It's like a striped red and white
Well,
thread.
you're going to color all that string?
Yes.
Okay. This cookie is a moneymaker.
Well, this is just yes, it is. I suppose.
Yes, Sally, you told me you got your Cricut. That's great. You're a stencil making machine now.
I mean, it's not that bad.
That's good. Heather amasses her Christmas list throughout the year. She puts it in her Amazon wish list. That's very smart.
Oh, that's nice. I don't really wish for anything. Like, I think I'm with you. I don't, like, if I need something, I'll just, I
We'll do
don't,
more time.
I personally don't like, I myself, I'd rather give surprises or treat people or,
Hey,
give
I
people,
don't mind a gift once in a while. I do not mind that. But this year, I can't say that anything's coming to mind.
I know what, like, I want to spend some time. Yeah, I know what I want, and you know what I want. Just be with, having cheerful Christmas. That's what I want.
Yes.
Some laughs, and that's all. I'm not looking for much.
Well, this Christmas, considering how Christmas was last year, it would be hard to be worse. I guess it's possible, but right? Color Flare pump bottle. I have to Google that. I do not know
What
what
is
a
that?
Color Flare.
So this is, so you see, that wasn't too bad. I mean,
No, it wasn't too bad. But if you have 100, no, thank you.
come on, don't be so judgmental. We're just saying you're going to be nicer to me.
I never said I was going to be nicer to you. When did I say that? Oh, Color Flare pump bottle.
What is that?
I'm not really, it's not coming up.
Thank you, Karen. Somebody appreciates my my baker's twine.
All right, I
So
see it.
to make the tree, I mean, this is very simple. I'm using brown little icing here. If I can get it out of the bag.
That's a pretty affordable gift there, Mary Lynn. Somebody should get that. A bigger craft room. Well, fingers crossed. Maybe you can take over a section of part of the house that's not being utilized. I wish Mar would sell her mitten yarn template. That's in the group, but I guess I could put it in the coffee if you'd like. Karen's loving your cookie. I found it. I did find it. It's by Sugar Art. It's like a bottle that has like a dome of rubber. So when you squeeze it, it makes wind and it helps you blow your disco dust. In the world of COVID now, you can't, well, before you shouldn't either, but you shouldn't blow on
No, I mean, I do use this bottle, you know?
Here, Debbie wants a 5-pound box of money. Now that could be
5 bucks of money now.
That could be quarters and very fast.
This is what you wish for, because not all the, like, be specific. Maybe US currency or euro, because if you somebody does, it's not worth much. So if you get 5 pounds of,
that's great, Olga. I get surprises too sometimes with AliExpress. It comes fast. I have a story about money and weight. Years ago, I worked at a casino, and it was before the time of, like, now with the cards, everything's loaded on a card. But before, we had actual like change, and they would deliver the change for the day with a pallet and put it in underneath for our cash. And one day, huge like thud. So the money had literally like went through the floor. It was so heavy.
Really? It was so heavy.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Well, I do believe it. I mean, we had some friends, and they had a piggy bank they made a piggy bank out of glass, but like a giant glass. You know, the water bottles that you get delivered? Like, it was like that size. Like, I don't know how many liters, 50, I don't know how many 50 liters it is or something, but it was glass. So they filled it up, and then they went to cash it. I'm like, how on earth? Like, it seems like you need a forklift to pick that up.
Well, now they have these stations at the store. You bring your money, it counts it for you. Takes a fee.
Yes. But to bring it there, I mean, they had a couple thousands there. Or several thousands, I think. Yeah. I mean, it adds up.
Well, we all grew up collecting change. Now, I guess it's not as common, people collecting their pocket change, because we don't have it because we're using the plastic all the time.
Yes. Here.
Linda, yes, it is a basic royal icing. It's royal icing. She has it on her blog. Let me pop up her link here. This is Han's blog. You'll find all her recipes there.
Yes, thank you, Mar.
Very cute. This is reminding me, it's not, but kind of, my snowflake with the branches. You know the one I'm talking about?
Oh, yes.
It's the same technique.
So ideally, you want to actually pipe the needles from the branch outwards, so you can then taper it, kind of like, so it's not so bulky at the end, you know. And to
Yeah.
do that, you have to decrease the pressure and then just slowly pull away. You know, like I'm piping, and then decrease the pressure and pull away.
So Linda, if ever you're on Patreon, you can't find something, please write me so that I can direct you. And write me so I remember, because I'm notoriously forgetful. It's not like my brain just literally stuff just flies out of it as fast as it goes in, and I'll send it to you.
So now you can stop there, or you can add another kind of layer of needles. Do I stop? Do I continue?
More needles?
Yes.
I think yes, but do you have to wait for them to not, or is it fine?
No, this is fine, because by the time you're done, so more needles, and then it's pretty much like we'll just add few more detail, like one more detail, and that's it. So you can just pipe more needles. You could actually use, to make it a bit more interesting, you could use 2 shades of this green.
Yes, that would be nice. I make a lot of my stencils. Han gets them in a variety of places, and you have some Killer Zebra. You have them.
I have Killer Zebra, I have Stencible, I have, I think I do have maybe some cookie counters, but mostly I have Stencible. And I also get them, actually, I would get them at Michael's. When I had 50% coupon, I would get some of the stencils at Michael's. And they tend to be pretty sturdy, I have to say. I got some Art Deco stencils from Michael's.
Karen is saying this would be cute for a cactus pot, like a pot for.
Yes, I mean, like anything, like I'm telling you, cupcake, it's a new candy corn.
It's the new candy corn. How could you do that to the candy corn? Just push it aside.
Okay.
Perfect for adding gifts.
Calm down there. Okay. Calm it. Yeah, how can you push it aside? I'm so sorry.
Linda's loving your cookie. She likes the details.
Yes, I'm notoriously known for these tiny little details, but I love it, you know. And you don't have to make 100 of these. Like, you could make a couple and then fill it with, do something different. But that wasn't, oh, I need to fill these.
Yeah, Heather, I have also that. I also have this condition.
What's the condition?
Black hole in your brain.
Oh, yes. Don't we all? Like today, I went up to get an apron. I got up to the house. Like this is the lower floor. I get up to the house, and
you don't know why you went?
I leave, go downstairs, because I'm like, well, I need to go downstairs. And then downstairs, like, oh, I think I went up for the apron. Like, we have a saying, who doesn't have it here, that he has it in the legs. You know, like you have to go so many times.
I have actually been looking in my, like, it's happened that I'm in my own phone looking at the pictures, wondering who took the pictures on my own phone, and then I'm like, actually, it was a picture of my husband, and I look, and I'm actually in the reflection, so I'm the one that took the picture, and I can't even remember.
Well, things happen, you know. Oh, and then at the top, oh, I don't have it here with me, but I was going to add a yellow star, but I think like this kind of yellow star, you know.
A little sprinkle.
But I forgot to put it out. So now this is just red royal icing here, and I'm just going to make
little dots.
Little dots.
This because it's like already pretty flat, I think a sprinkle like a pearl would maybe fall off, eh? Do you think?
Yes,
You're better with that.
Now to make it a bit more dramatic, this is, and I'm gonna hold this with both my hands because I don't want this to fall. This is red jewel dust. It's a food grade edible dust. It's from confectionaryarts.com. So I'm just going to, and it's red, but you don't have to, if you don't have red, it's fine. Just using red because I like the little shimmer of red in there. And I'm adding it mostly on the red dots. Those are supposed to be ornaments or even berries if you want to have berries on there. Okay. And you could, I mean, if you want, this is totally optional. You could add, I love when baker's twine. I'm going to add one more line here, and then I'm gonna try to make a loop. And I like when there are two, or like you do two, and then you need to let this dry, which will take maybe 20-30 minutes because it's just such a thin line, and then do the red
The little lines.
little lines to finish that off.
Very pretty.
So that's it. So, and it's going to go with my Santa here.
Very cute.
So yeah, you could actually, what you could do to make it even more Christmassy, you could make small gifts and add them on the bottom there of your tree if you want,
Infinite possibilities.
Yes. So that's it.
Awesome, Hen. Very, very cute.
Thank you. It's all yours, darling.
Woo, woo. All right, so I'm working on a Christmas tree as well. We did not plan this, but there's my tree. So let's, I did a little pre because, stuff doesn't have time to dry during the live. Where's my video? All right, here it is. So when you're flooding a big cookie, this is a big cookie. I'll show the cutter in a second. But if you outline the whole thing and then try to go around, it can occur, depending on your climate, if your icing dries really quickly, that by the time you get all the way around, it's already kind of dry. So if you go this way in rows, well, you're more likely to have it be able to self-level because you see it's only connecting to that one row of icing at the where the points kind of narrow there. So that's kind of like a way to fill a larger cookie. You do it in like sections like that so that you can have it self-level. Because by the time you get around a big cookie like that, you'll already have crusting occurring sometimes. And then I let it dry, and then I just kind of like, you can see here, I just kind of spackled, like sprayed some white and some silver just to give it a little bit of like, give it a look of like maybe a little tinsel type, like a little bit of shine. And again, because it's such a large cookie, it's kind of a fast way. And so today we're decorating with fondant decorations. So when I buy my fondant decorations, I've always got my cookie brains. So I'm buying fondant molds that are the size to fit cookies. Cookies are much smaller than a cake. It's a completely different format. So you have to look for molds that are sized for that. So I make them, and I'll take a little dot of icing and glue them on a piece of mylar so that when I airbrush them, that they don't fly everywhere, and I'm able to color them. Like you see, I went lighter and darker. So you don't have to glue them, but when you're airbrushing such small things like that, it's really not like they fly everywhere. And you can color the fondant, but personally, I prefer to do it this way. I don't have little clumps of leftover red, leftover green, leftover whatever color. Everything is made in white. I can cut, let's say I had time to make 500 white flowers. Well, I can paint them for my project. You can have them ready to go. They dry, you put them away, and you paint them for your project. Obviously, like a leaf is a leaf, but let's say you were doing flowers that you would maybe use on baby shower stuff. Sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's pink. It's just, an option. And then here, after I paint, is the
Oh, are these the minis? I should have gotten I don't have a mini.
So this is the wafer paper. We've used it the last few lives, and I'm just adding a little dot of icing and gluing a little pearl to the middle of this snowflake. I'll show you the punch in a second. And then those leaves, that's the next thing here. I'm just doing a little dot and dunking it in red nonpareil to make it look like berries. And so I've made all these little fondant decorations that I'm going to use to decorate this tree. Now, fondant elements do take time, but if you struggle with piping, this is kind of a way to get really like fancy decorations, and you can make them like you can start now, you let them dry, and like I say, you can paint them and you'll have them. Here, let me zoom in, and you can have them to put on your, you see I put the glitter on the little leaves, just, a different way to decorate. And you have this big tree. You can you can have like a decorating party with your friends that maybe aren't decorators. And it's kind of like easier. You just give them a little tray of the fun and decorations, and then they can, just glue them on. And it's just a different, your friends have different crafting capabilities. I want to say politically correct, maybe they're not. So
This
it's
is so cute. A
practice.
lot of it's like 10 times your battery. Something is showing up.
Oh, it's not, I have it on, I didn't put it, give me 2 seconds, my plug battery, I took
Oh,
my camera.
okay, so we have a request for a cookie. Joseph is asking us to make Olaf from Frozen.
Oh, yes.
Yes, so we'll see. Olaf from Frozen. I had made Olaf for a tutorial on my YouTube channel years ago. You are back.
Yes, I had my battery in because I took pictures, and usually I'm plugged with electricity. So this is the little punch. So you can see that you can make these tiny little snowflakes, and it makes, I actually did 2 layers, and then you can just punch them out, and then you can use that on your cookies. I had planned on using it on the tree, but you can barely see it.
Oh, I actually love it. I was going to say it looks quite nice. Even when you say you can barely see it, you can still see it, but it has that winter feel.
I Well, I can do a couple.
I do like it a lot. I know it's not like the contrast because of the splatter, but it gives it like a wintry feel for me anyway.
I like the splatter. I thought it looked almost like Christmas lights, like
Mm-hmm.
that are lit up. So you don't need a lot of icing to glue a wafer paper. So I've just got it on there, a little dot,
Yeah.
and then I'm just positioning, and it's easier for me to pick up my little snowflakes because I've got that pearl.
The
So I
pearl,
need
that's
to
right.
grab. You see, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
just pop the
Hello,
dots.
Julie. Hello, everyone who is joining us now. You can. I finished making my project, but Marlyn is now showing her awesome idea for Christmas, and you can rewatch the replay after. As always, it's stored in a playlist on YouTube and Facebook.
So today, let's share what we did earlier today, Han.
So earlier today, guys, we filmed, and we filmed a
Year in
year in review for you, and it will air on December 31st on New Year's
Eve.
and in New Year's Eve. And yes, it was so much fun because we both of us we forgot about certain projects that we did, right? And it's
Yes.
like, oh, I did that, and it. So I hope you will watch it, and maybe you can tell us what you would like to see next year, and also which project was your favorite.
All right. So now this is done, and now I'm coming in with some thicker icing and a star tip. Now this is a PME. PME's numbers are not like Wilton. They're completely different. Like you'll have the Ateco is the same numbers. Even what's his name? Cake Boss has the same numbers. So
Yes.
this is a 5, and normally 5 would be round, but this is a star tip.
Oh, okay. So it's a start with the
And
PME.
so I'm adding some.
PME are, I believe, they're. Can you freeze cookies with the wafer paper?
I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. It's very water soluble. And so if you have condensation, chances are you're going to mess it up. So now I'm doing a swirl here. I'm working with the shape of the cutter. And here I'm just doing a swirl, following the shape, and then another smaller one. And then here I'm going the other way, like that, and then a final one. So you see it's kind of like C's that are going into each other. And then on this side, I'm mimicking to the other side.
Beautiful. Now Amber Sweetens, she will be here. Amber will be back on December 17th. She's taking some time off. She's working on a different project right now, but she will be back on December 17th if you want to join them.
And so in the center here, I'm adding a gold ribbon, one of the pieces that I made earlier. And you want to attach that while that gold is wet so that you can squish it. And I'm doing the same thing now on this row here.
Now, Julie, Marlyn used the dot of icing to apply her wafer paper. Very cute. Everybody's loving it. Hello, Karen to Alaska. Debbie says, very nice. Everybody's enjoying it. It's beautiful. Are you planning, just to speculate, are you planning on painting these with gold?
I will, but I don't think I will be able to today because it's
Yes, it won't be dry.
yes. But I would match it to the ribbon. You see?
Yes, it's beautiful.
The star tip is really when you do these C's, it's very fast to look kind of fancy, you know?
Yes. Karen just purchased the airbrush and she is excited to use it. Yay! That's awesome.
Fun.
It's always fun to get a new gadget and trying it for the first time. It's fantastic. Enjoy. This is a quite nice star tip. It's not like it's very nice.
It really like it comes out just different. It's hard for me to explain, but it just does.
It's very nice.
And then here for the star at the top of the tree, I'm doing basically it's hearts I'm doing.
Yes.
It's like
That.
like each point, I'm kind of like focused there. I had flood, I don't, but I would kind of fill it, I think, but I don't have it. So we're just going to leave that. And then I've got my green icing here. And I'm just adding a little touch of the green so that if it oozes out, it doesn't show so much. And I'm
the holly leaves. That's going to be one festive tree. I love the snowflakes. I know you didn't want to add them, but I think they add so much to it. Like it's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
I wanted to do 4. I don't know if they're going to fit. I wanted to do.
Sally is asking. This is a really good question. Do you plan your design on paper, or do you go straight from, excuse me, from mine to cookie?
Usually, it kind of depends on the project. Like something like this that doesn't require really like drawing, I would just do it in my head. But if I'm actually like having to draw a character, a face, then I'll draw it because or if I'm like doing a shape cutter that needs the thing to fit. Sometimes you need things to fit a certain way. Then I will. This one here, I'm getting tight. I imagine the cookie may be bigger than it is. I got a lot of stuff going on, but I made all these decorations today. I was very busy making all these. I'm going to glue them on. It's going to be suffering from, it's over decoratus. I think the joke is like less is more, but not today. It's Christmas.
Load it up.
Load it up.
Well, I like that they are, even though you're putting all of them on there, I like that they are, they are just repeat. It's you're repeating the same.
Yes,
That's what makes it calm. I don't know if I'm making myself.
it somewhat
You know
works.
what I mean? Like it's because when you're repeating the same thing, it's not chaos. I feel like it's still calm.
I don't know if this one's too big. Here, let me try with these little roses.
Everybody's loving it. Everybody's loving it.
So the roses I painted in two tones, and that's the other thing when you work in fondant. Like if you were to color your fondant, well, then it's kind of like a little bit like flat. But if you paint like airbrush like that, well, you can come in and kind of do like shading and give it a little bit more of a little bit more interest.
Yes, we don't. We all agree less is more, but doesn't apply to Christmas trees. Yes. So Olga, that special episode, we are going to air it on New Year's Eve, 31st of December, and it will be at our usual time, I believe, 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Here, let me do that
We
here.
are pre-recording it because we also have families and we want to take some time to kind of rejuvenate and just recharge. So, yes. Thank you, Katie.
Oh yeah, so that's it. So it's just you can see how if you make all your decorations and you have all your lady friend, some men might like to do this too, and you have it all there, and it's just you just glue
Like,
your stuff down.
oh, you know what? Talking about dreams, that's what I want. I want our men to decorate with us. Like, hey, here's the gingerbread house, dear. I'm like, you want to see their creative side using
Yes,
the thing.
I know my husband's creative side. It doesn't exist. He's really he's a math nerd.
Well,
So
maybe he can draw an equation or something on the house.
I had maybe I'll
Oh, did you make a little dove?
I did. I had made a little dove, but I didn't think to put him here. Let me just put a little blob.
Maybe on the top. Like, can you just see what? Okay, put it in the middle, and then if you have another one, oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I like it in the middle. That's
You
nice.
see, I was sad my mold didn't have two facing each other. But anyway, so yeah, so it's just a different kind of option. And then once it's dry, you can come in and paint the gold. I know it's like really heavy, but
Well, you could. This could be a like. Imagine having like bunch of like basic cookies, and then this sits on top of it. It just makes everything, and then you can take it. I don't know if I would break. I would. I would be so rude. I would come and I would break off the star. I need it.
yeah, well, that's it. But it's just an option for an activity, and I think that they're just as pretty too to give.
You
I
know
mean,
what would be nice if you had a hole in. Well, I don't know if this would hold as an ornament, but if the hole was down, it would actually be a really nice hanging ornament.
yes, yes, yes. Hi, Linda. Hi, Judy.
Oh,
Oh, it's her
early,
birthday for New
early
Year.
happy birthday, Olga. Yeah, I agree. It's beautiful.
So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. So keep your eyes open for the cookie-sized molds. AliExpress actually has affordable ones. The Holly and Bow Scrolls as the accent as an accent cookie. Yes, yes, yes. You could add like make a little smaller versions of them. I really love this bow. This is one of my
Me
the
too.
mold.
Very nice, very nice. Does it come out nice? Like it's
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the what do you call it?
Yeah, the release,
No, the what do you call it on the bow?
the tails.
The tails. Sometimes the tails uh, will not release.
No, this is a good one. This is a good one, and I like the mold actually has three bow versions, and this one with the tails, and then it has one with this looks like a little bow tie, and then the other one is like a double bow, like it's two loops.
I have some bows. I have to look what I have. But this is nice. Very nice.
So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. So thanks so much for joining us. We're a bit
We are,
early.
yeah, we are a little early today, but
Where did I get these molds? Well, I've collected my molds over the years in a variety of places. Recently, though, like they can be very expensive, the silicone molds. So
yes.
if you look on AliExpress, you will find actually wonderful quality and very affordable. Look for, and they actually, a lot of the stores will list them, mini silicone molds. So you'll find bow molds with like a whole like 6 to 12 different shaped bows on it. And they have like a whole set of like Christmas molds. You'll find for Easter, you'll find for almost every occasion. And actually these ones here, I made them myself. This one here, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a little rose. And I actually had made that with a button. I had like antique buttons. And so and the other thing, which I didn't end up using, but there's the little ornaments, the royal icing transfer ornaments. You see, it's a good size too for this tree. Oh, where's my cutter? I wanted to show you guys. This cutter I got years ago at Michael's. And it has,
I don't have that cutter. I have a lot of trees. I don't have, I would have loved that cutter.
It has these, it had this ugly insert, which I cut out. It was so ugly.
Oh, did it have the insert?
Yeah, they were just, it was ugly.
Oh, maybe I have the cutter then. Is it like where the inserts like round things?
Yeah, it was really ugly.
Oh, maybe I have it. Can I just take a minute? I want to see if I have it.
So anyway, so yeah, so if you have, oh, you have that one? Yeah, it's a beautiful cutter. I did the Hungarian, I don't know if you guys saw, it's black with flowers. I did it on that. I did the mermaid tree on this one. It's a gift size. It's a great gift size. If you're going to do elaborate designs to give to people, it's a great shape for that. And here, if you want to see, you asked before if I prototype. Well, I traced the cutter on a piece of scrap paper and actually piped on the paper before I did it on the cookie to see how it would line up. And you can see it all like, I knew how many swirls that I could do. So then I knew how I was going to kind of fit it on the cookie. We've lost Pan. I don't know where she went.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm like obsessed now with this cutter. That I think that I might have actually 2 of those.
2?
Yes, but
maybe you should do your looking later.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. But I wanted to like show if it was the same cutter to see that, so they would see the inside. Yes, I will do my looking later, Mom.
So we'll be back on live on Friday. But
Friday I'm doing actually New Year's.
Yes, we're doing New Year's on Friday. So that'll be fun.
So that should be fun.
So thanks for joining us, guys. And
thank you, everyone.
We'll see you on Friday.
Yes.
Right? See you Friday.
See you Friday, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everybody.